All right, so a bit of an interesting situation in the Washington-Las Vegas game. I figured I'd give a quick breakdown because the commentators were questioning if this play should have been pass interference or not, and I figured I would give my 2 cents on it and kind of break down the rule itself. So here's the situation. The Raiders are currently down 2 points. There's 29 seconds left on the game clock, and they only have one timeout left. So Derek Carr, he's going long on this play. Carr is going to just chuck one up, and this one has a chance of being complete. It is eventually going to fall incomplete, but there was a little bit of contact, and Raiders fans and Raiders players wondering, hey, could this have been a flag? And you look at the other angle, and you can kind of see a little something. Right here, we are going to see a little tug of a jersey, which it does feel like when someone tugs a jersey, that tends to be what we see get called pass interference or defensive holding. So could that be applied here? To me, I don't think so. Looking at what I've seen in the rules, I just can't consider this a penalty. Here is what the rules say about pass interference. I know it's in small print, so I will zoom in a little bit to make it easier to read. Right here, this is the basic rule, which is it is pass interference by either team when an act by a player more than 1 yard beyond a line of scrimmage significantly hinders an eligible player's opportunity to catch the ball. So did this little tug of a jersey significantly hinder the Raiders player, Zay Jones, to catch the ball? No, not really. It didn't, in my opinion, at all really hinder him. Certainly not significantly. This is another important thing. So this is under the what you are allowed to do when the ball is in the air. It says laying a hand on an opponent that does not restrict him in an attempt to make a play on the ball. To me, that is what happened. I would qualify it under that and say that this was a correct non-call. Again, you see it here. Some people would say, in this point in the game, you can't throw the flag anyways. I don't agree with that. I think if it was pass interference, you should throw the flag. Like, the rules should stay the same regardless of how much time is left on the clock. That's how I've always viewed it. To me, this isn't a significant hindrance. I do think this was the correct call. I also wanted to touch on this for a second, so I paused it right here. So what happened was Hunter Renfrow made the catch, gets tackled in bounds. The Raiders have a timeout. There's 16 seconds left, and the commentators called out, why was there some seconds taken off the clock? That matters a pretty significant deal, really hinders what you can do with that little amount of time left. Watch how, so Renfrow's going to pass the ball back, and we're going to see Carr at a certain point. Looks like he's maybe signaling timeout, or maybe he's just doing something else. I don't know. This is the second the frame got to Carr, and we didn't see anything other than this. So the reality is we just don't know what happened. Maybe the refs just screwed up and, cost the Raiders 5 seconds because they would eventually stop the clock with 8 seconds and then add 2 more back on the clock, so 10 seconds, whereas they probably could have gotten a timeout with 15 seconds. But also, it's very possible that the Raiders just didn't call a timeout right away and wasted a few seconds that way. We can't really tell for sure. Although I do have to say, since the Raiders were complaining about it, I think it's very logical to assume that maybe the other, it was the ref's fault instead of the Raiders' fault, but that's just a guess. I can't confirm that. So, yeah, that's what I think about these crazy situations. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And, of course, as always, thanks for watching.